everybody, horticulturist Gary Bachman, time for another daily dose of hort. Well, I called myself horticulturist Gary Bachman. Maybe I should call myself potato grower Gary Bachman, because that's what this daily dose is about. You know, every year I like to grow some potatoes. You know, potatoes are cheap, but you want to know something? It's kind of like the onions. There's something about harvesting a potato that you've grown that tastes way better than those spuds that are grown out in Idaho and out west and wherever the heck else they grow potatoes. So earlier this year, I planted the Norland Reds, Redskin potato, and I also planted the Adirondack Blue. And you know, I like to grow unusual vegetables. You know, you'll see blue potatoes kind of in those mixes of the little, like the little potatoes, and you see the little blue ones. But you can't find anything really bigger than those, you know, $50 size. So I grow the blue ones and I grow the Redskins every year. And my cue to start harvesting is really basically Memorial Day, which is a couple days. I'm not sure when this will air, but maybe since I'm calling Memorial Day, Kate, maybe I have to do this on Memorial Day. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay. You know, a lot of people say you wait till the tops start to go down. And I'm just going to reach in here, and I've already harvested a bunch of these. But there's some of the tops from one of the other pots that I've done. So, you know, my Memorial Day kind of time frame, you know, really works, I think, physiologically. It's also because I've got plans for these 15-gallon pots, and I got to get the potatoes out so I can proceed with some of the other gardening stuff I want to do this year. So, you know, I like to grow in the big pots. I like to grow in the 15 gallons. I've tried the grow bags a couple years ago. You know, I think maybe I'm just too old school. That the grow bags are just that new idea that I just couldn't wrap my head around. I didn't have good luck with it, so I've gone back to the big 15 gallons. And the mix that I'm using here is that oh my gosh,
Jolly Gardener?
no, not Jolly Gardener.
Oh, go grow.
Tiger Grow. Oh my gosh, Phillips Bark. I am so sorry. I just had a brain freeze there. But the Tiger Grow from Phillips Bark in Brookhaven. But I'll just start off and just pull these out. And I like growing in the professional mix because you can just pull the plant right out, and there's already some tasty spuds in there. Yeah, and I even harvest the little marble size ones.
Ooh, those are so good in kebabs.
But I'll just do this. And they pop out pretty easy. And again, you know, I'm not using gloves or anything. This is why my hands are always dirty, and I always tell Kate that I'm walking around with gardener's hands because I don't like to wear the gloves. And I think that's kind of a gardener thing. You know, you get a good feel of what's going on in your soil and in your mix. Now if this was like real dirt, I'd probably be wearing gloves because there's just other things happen to my hands. My hands really will dry out a lot when I'm digging in the dirt per se. And yeah, it's kind of makes it kind of easy to get some of them out like this. But then the fun part's going to be coming up. Hey, pardon for the interruption. We had to go in and clear out some of the storage space on the phone because we ran out of video time. So anyways, I think we've got it now. But I was talking about how I like to grow in these containers and get my hands in the mix. And you know, I could dig down through this mix, you know, and get the potatoes, and I will do that. But sometimes it's just easier to just pull it out, throw it in another pot, and see what you can catch there. Yeah, we're getting down here. Okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed, and I'm gonna find some spuds in here. And so we come in here and look at that. Just throw them over there in the big pot. Another one. Oh yeah. And I'll tell you, growing potatoes like this, you know, I don't expect huge harvests of what we get. A lot of it is, you know, if we get a kind of a couple dinners out of potatoes that we home grow, you know, that's kind of all that I'm really looking for. Because part of it is it'd be nice to be able to store potatoes, you know, longer in the year, you know, in the old root cellar and stuff. But since we don't have a basement at all, and you know, I really don't quite know what we would do if we had like hundreds of pounds of potatoes. But like I say, we get some fresh potatoes out of this, and we're all good. And there's one more. I'm sure there's a few others in there. So anyways, that's our potato harvest for this year. You know, that's about 15 pounds. Not bad for, I had a 4-pound bag of reds and a 5-pound bag of blues. So maybe I doubled, you know, what the potatoes. Okay, it's homegrown potatoes. And I'm looking at Katie. I'm not quite sure what we're seeing on the video.
Katie, hi.
Oh, we see Katie. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, Katie. We'll just do it this way. So anyways, I'm horticulturist Gary Bachman. She's Katie, the camera girl, and we'll see you next time on another Daily Dose of Hort.